Hello, hope you're having a great day. Now this morning I really am trying to fly through my morning routine because I've just got such a busy day planned. If you watched yesterday's video on this channel, you would have seen that I stayed up past 2 AM to edit the video on the other channel that will be going up this evening, but I've still got a load of bits I need to do before I leave the house, and I need to leave the house by a certain time because I need to see a company that's doing some bits on some of my parts for one of my cars, and they're only open till 1 PM today. So yeah, I'm just really pushed for time, and you know, I'm using that as an excuse to sort of push through my morning routine as quick as I can. But you know, as I've said before, not rushing through things, because that means you don't get the benefit of everything, right? And also when you're sort of rushing, you're naturally thinking of the next thing rather than keeping yourself in the present moment. For instance, when I was just meditating, I couldn't help but be drawn into thoughts about the rest of my day, whilst I'm trying to sit there and focus on my breath. But you know, it's fine. It just means that I've got to continually bring my attention back to my breath each time that happens, which is what meditation's all about. Now, despite the fact that I went to bed past 2 AM last night, I still woke up the same amount tired that I always do. You know, I still struggle to get out of bed exactly the same amount as I always do. My lazy mind was still keeping me in bed the same that it always does, right? And I ended up getting out of bed at 9:15, feeling absolutely knackered. And as always, as soon as I started having my water and my salt water and that sort of thing, I woke up. And I know that no matter how tired I am, my cold water and stuff will wake me up. But I know that now. I just never have it in my mind when I've just woken up and when the lazy side of my mind is trying to keep me in bed. Unfortunately, if I could acknowledge what I know about the water waking me up as soon as I get to the sink and add that water, it wakes me up. If I could acknowledge that fact when I'm being lazy in bed, then I'd be winning. But yeah, I ended up getting out of bed at 9:15. It's now coming up to 10 AM, and as usual, I'm turning the camera on after I've been for my walk, after I've written in my journal, after I've meditated, and just before I'm about to bang out a workout. Now, I'm going to follow up from yesterday's gym session, which was a leg session, with a leg session here at home. As usual, I'm going to do squats and calves, and I'll just do them back to back to save me putting the bar down and picking it back up a second time. And then I'll bang out some deadlift and just bang out some push-ups in between the two sets of deadlift. And yeah, these leg sessions are the most intense out of anything I do. You know, this leg session I do at home is nowhere near as intense as the one I do at the gym, but legs in general is the most intense. So this is going to be a killer, but I'm still going to try and bang it out as quick as I can, but without doing any less reps than I normally do. So yeah, let's crack on with this. I think I'm going to have to get Kat to help lift the bar onto my shoulders and then lift it off again though. My little sort of strain injury that I woke up with yesterday is still there, but my sort of sprained ankle is a lot better today. Anyway, let's bang out this workout. Now, I found I wasn't able to go down as far on the squats just because my ankle, I'm sort of unable to, you know, press my foot like this. But yeah, my traps get a proper workout when I hold the bar up like this for ages because I'm sort of shrugging my shoulders. So yeah, bonus trap activation. Anyway, deadlift and push-ups. All right, time is flying. Time for me to get in the cold shower, then have my healthy breakfast, and then yeah. All right, so today was always going to be a busy day, but I ended up kind of switching things up a little bit so that I could end up spending the day with my beautiful girlfriend Kat, who is next to me now. And yeah, I basically didn't do everything I was planning to do before I left the house today,
I've still got yesterday's video on this channel to edit, but you know, I've got plenty of time, and I just wanted to get to the company that has restored some parts for my latest project. You know, I really wanted to do that today. So yeah, we went and done that. And it's funny, like, I can feel my mind sort of trying to find excuses to take the sort of easy way out of everything today. Even on the way to that company to pick those bits up, I was sort of like thinking of, you know, excuses really of why I shouldn't start filming a video whilst I'm picking these bits up. Now, this company has done these bits for me in exchange for promo. I did sort of film at their premises when I dropped those bits off, and that was sort of the excuse that my mind was using. You know, we don't really need to film their premises again because it was only a couple of weeks ago that we already did so. Also, you know, the guy said to me that he wanted to leave at 1, and we were literally going to get there at 1, so then that was another excuse. You know, I don't want to hold matey up. Maybe I shouldn't film a video at the place. And then also, you know, it means I don't have to put the guy on the spot and put the camera in his face. So yeah, just excuses of why I shouldn't do what I should have done really, which is start a video at the premises, show what they've been up to, and yeah, show the bits they've done for me. Now, it's worth noting that I acknowledged that my mind was doing this to me when I was on the way to the company. I even mentioned it to Kat. It's like, yeah, my mind's literally looking for an excuse of why I shouldn't film a video while I'm down there, right? And as it turned out, when we got there, they hadn't really been doing much in the way of car bits since we were last there, right? And the guy had already sort of wrapped my parts up in paper, and he was, he was looking to leave soon, because he said he wanted to leave at 1, and we got there basically at 1. So as it turns out, you know, situations meant that I wasn't going to end up filming there, and I didn't, right? So it kind of didn't matter that my mind was trying to take the easy way out and tell me not to film there. But, you know, even when things sort of work out okay, it's still important for you to acknowledge when your mind is trying to take the easy route, trying to hold you back, trying to stop you from doing something that might feel uncomfortable, but, you know, something that you know you should be doing. So, yeah, just something I've noticed. And, you know, another thing we was going to be doing today was collecting my car from my friends who's been doing some paintwork on it. And, yeah, it was just more convenient for me to pick it up tomorrow, but as it happens, it was more convenient for him for me to pick it up tomorrow as well. Anyway, he's got a couple of bits to finish off on it. But, yeah, you know, we have been running around all day, have got to spend the day with Kat, and now I'm going to the gym with Kat, which is one thing I wouldn't have been able to do if we sort of, you know, went our separate ways today, and, you know, I headed out on my own in my own car. So, yeah, going to the gym now. We should be sort of missing the after work rush. It's now 4 PM, but we've actually got to be back at 5:30 because someone's coming around to see Kat. So, yeah, a bit push for time, but it should work out sweet. And, yeah, it'll mean that I've got the rest of the evening to myself to catch up on the couple of bits I didn't do this morning, but also to dive into editing the next video that I want to get out the day after tomorrow. So, yeah, staying busy, spending the day with my girlfriend. It's all good. Now, in terms of what I'm going to be doing in the gym, I'm on back and shoulders. This is actually only my second gym session of the week, and it's Friday, which is mad. But, yeah, I've still got this sort of bit of you know, strain up here that I woke up with yesterday, but I don't think it's going to hold me back too much. In terms of the warm-up, Kat, although she has been to the gym already this week, she didn't do cross trainer in that session, so it looks like we're going to be warming up on the cross trainer, which is an absolute killer, and that shouldn't actually aggravate my ankle, whereas going on the treadmill would. So yeah, you know, I done exercise bike yesterday because of my ankle, so yeah, we're going to do cross trainer today, so that makes a change. But yeah, as always, going to be a killer. Big part of me doesn't want to go to the gym, but an even bigger part of me knows that I should go to the gym, and yeah, going to go hard as usual.
All right, so going to the gym with my beautiful girlfriend was awesome. We don't actually go to the gym together that much nowadays. But yeah, we sort of banged through the workout because we had to get back in time for the person that was coming around to see Cat, and we was back in time for that with about 5 minutes to spare. And then, yeah, I basically dived in the shower and then got my head back in my MacBook to edit yesterday's video on this channel. Got that uploaded, or it's uploading now. And yeah, now we're about to head out to do a bit of shopping. And yeah, then we can come back and I'm going to be having a massive dinner. A bit earlier than I have been lately. It's coming up to 7 o'clock, which means my car video is due to go live on YouTube as well. And it's actually a video that I'm quite excited about, although the next video is even more exciting. But yeah, you guys that watch the other channel will see what I mean. It is dinner time, and just look at this huge mountain of chicken. This is fajita flavour. Got some spinach in there as well. And underneath the chicken is a pile of rice. Now, I do have a steak on standby, just in case this doesn't fill me up. See how I get on. All right, well, in the end, I didn't need to have my steak that I had on standby. Although, after that massive dinner, I did end up having quite a bit of dessert. But, you know, I've mentioned recently that I am trying to put on weight. I'm not trying to do one of these dirty bulks where you just eat crap. But I am allowing myself, you know, the odd cake here and there, as well as, you know, trying to get in loads of protein and stuff every day. Anyway, it's now 1:10 in the morning. After I ate my dinner and my dessert, I was watching telly with Kat for a bit, and then yeah, I just dived into doing some work, and yeah, the time's just flown. I've started editing the next video on the car channel. I've actually already edited this video, apart from this clip, of course, and yeah, I've given myself a good head start. Yeah, doing stuff that I would have had to do tomorrow morning otherwise, although there'll still be plenty to do tomorrow because every day in my life is manic. The main objectives for tomorrow are to go boxing and to collect my car from my friend's workshop, and yeah, just chip away as much as I can on the next video for the other channel so that I can release that, you know, within the next couple of days. But yeah, today's been an awesome day. You know, got to spend the day with Kat, of course. Got some stuff done, but you know, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I could definitely feel that my mind was searching for the easy way out of situations, searching for the comfortable options. You know, for example, when I went to the company to pick those parts up, my mind was already thinking of excuses and scenarios where I wouldn't have to, you know, film video, right? Because, you know, filming these videos, especially at other people's premises and, you know, in front of other people, is very uncomfortable to me. I am an introvert. It is very unnatural. You know, I have to sort of gear myself up to do that stuff. And earlier on, it just seemed like I was allowing my mind to find excuses why I shouldn't be doing things that are uncomfortable. And as I explained earlier in the video, you know, in that situation, circumstances meant that I didn't end up filming a video there anyway. But in those situations, it's always important to acknowledge when your mind was trying to talk you out of things. You know, don't just sort of forget about it just because it didn't matter in the end. You know, you need to acknowledge whenever your mind is trying to hold you back, even if situations mean that it doesn't actually end up holding you back in the end. Anyway, right now I need to go to bed. So massive thanks as always to everyone who's tuned into this video. Hope it's been somewhat helpful or motivational. I'll be back for another one tomorrow. Until then, feel free to say hello in the comments or get in touch through the usual channels. All the links to everything will be in the description as usual. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.